Hello, everybody. It is that time of the month already. Sorry, that's my phone. It is time for book banging. Every single time book banging comes around, I'm like, what? Already? I guess February is a short month, so maybe that's okay to feel that way. Speaking of, February is almost over, which means that March is coming, which means that spring is coming. And I cannot wait for spring because I am so over the winter and the snow and the cold. It has been awful here this winter. I think most of you know that I just moved to DC this year in November, and everyone's like, "Oh, it doesn't snow very much. You won't have a lot of snow there." We got 23 inches the other week. So, lies. I want my money back. I'm really annoyed. I really hate winter and snow, so I am dying for summer. It was really nice this weekend though. It's like 60 degrees out right now, so which is nice. All the snow is gone. The 23 inches all melted, which is nice. But yeah, I'm really ready for summer. So this month's book banging topic is vampires, and I love my vampires. If I could be a vampire, I totally would be. And I am kind of convinced that I am part vampire, so, you know, just saying. So I have three guys. Sorry if I'm coughing. I'm still getting over I was sick and I'm almost back 100%, but not quite there. So sorry if I'm coughing or clearing my throat a lot. So the first guy I want to talk about, he's not technically a vampire, but I'm cheating. I'm putting him on the list because he's a darkling and he drinks blood, and I feel like if you drink blood, that's close enough. So he gets to go on the list. His name is Ash from Black City by Elizabeth Richards. I've talked about this book a little bit before on my blog. Ash is really awesome. He's like he's very passionate. He's like dark. Like the opening scene of this book is so like shocking. It's really crazy. Like when I read this, I was like, what am I reading? But this series is so good. Anyways, Ash. So he is sexy. He's like got those smoldering good looks. I don't know. You could just tell. You just want to be friends with this guy. Like you see him across the room and you're like, I want to be friends and also more than friends with that guy. So he's on the inside though, once you get to know him, he kind of has like this hard exterior shell and he kind of looks like a bad boy. But when you get to know him, he's actually a really good guy and he's really passionate about taking care of his people, the Darklings, that they don't have the same rights that humans have. And he's really passionate about trying to get them equal rights and, wanting the best for them. But he's also half human, so he also sympathizes with the humans too. So it's kind of he's like this great like leader and kind of like a bridge between the two species. But he's really swoony. The romance in this is really good. I feel like this series is super underrated. Like nobody talks about this. Like why aren't more people talking about this book? I love this series. This is the first book. The second book is Phoenix, and that came out last June, and then the third book, the third book, Wings, is coming out this year, I think, also in June, or maybe May. Maybe that's why I said May. I don't know. But I'm really excited for it. These covers are super pretty, too. Like, really pretty. If you guys haven't seen the cover of Wings, it's gorgeous. So yeah, you should all read this. It's like a fantasy dystopian mix, and it's just really good. Really good story. Really good world building in here. Good stuff. My second sexy vampire is Victor from, oh my god, Darkness Before Dawn. I just totally blanked out on the name of that book. I don't have that book. I read it. It was a library book when I read it, so I don't have it to show you guys. But Victor is the son of like one of the old family vampires, and basically in the series, humans are confined to cities and basically vampires rule the world, and the humans have to supply a certain amount of blood every month. They have to meet quotas to keep the vampires happy so the vampires don't come into the cities and attack and kill everybody. And Victor is the son of one of the most powerful old family vampires. And the first description I read of him, I knew that I was going to be in love with him because one, I love vampires. Two, he just had it. Like, he just had this powerful, dark, commanding aura about him, and I just loved everything about him. I was like, Victor, I'm in love with him. Um, he he's really different from the other old family vampires. Like, he has these new ideals. He wants to try and make life better, and yeah, he's just really swoony. So if you guys haven't read that series, check it out. It's not one of my favorite series, but it's a quick, fun vampire read if you're looking for something like that. So, Darkness Before Dawn by J.A. London. It's actually a mother-son writing team that wrote the book, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, check that out. And my last one, I don't have this book either, but I really need to buy it because I loved it so much. Gabrielle from The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. It was my first Holly Black book I've ever read, and I will definitely be reading more from her because that book was so good. It was such a unique take on vampires, and I just loved it. But Gabrielle is a vampire. He is slightly insane. Like, no, like literally he's mental. And I loved that about him. Like, it made him a unique, like, funny character, and you kind of never really knew if he was, like, being serious or not. You're like, is he actually gonna kill the main character, or is he just kidding? We're just gonna say he's kidding. So he's one of those kind of characters. He's kind of old school because he's really old. He's charming. He's dangerous, which I loved. I don't know what it is with me and dangerous guys. I just like fall in love with them. So yeah, my only complaint about Gabrielle is that I wanted more of him, and it was a standalone, which I always complain about series, and then I read standalones and I'm like, I want more books. Never happy, never happy. So those are my top 3 vampires. There's so many more that I need to meet, like I need to meet Dimitri from Vampire Academy. I haven't read those books because I'm a failure at life. Betty's probably trying to punch me through my little video here right now. I'm gonna get to him soon, Betty, I promise. And what else do I need to read? Oh, I need to read the Black Dagger Brotherhood that everybody's talking about. Like, what is this book series? I've just heard amazing things, and I've heard that the brothers are like super sexy, so I need to get on that train. So yeah, what other vampires should I meet, and who are some of your favorite vampires? Let me know in the comments. And so we could talk about so many vampires. All right, that's all I got for you guys. See you next time. Bye.